Alright, what's going on, guys? Trevor back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly predictions video for the first episode of The Walking Dead Season 4, the premiere. It is called 30 Days Without an Accident. Okay, so I wanted to get the ball rolling for this year. Yes, this year, just like last year and for most of Season 2, I'm going to be doing not only reviews every week of, after the episodes air, but also right after one episode airs, I will be doing predictions for the next week's episode and what I think is going to happen. And, because it's fun to talk about too. One of the most fun things about The Walking Dead is trying to figure out beforehand who's going to survive, who's going to die, what's going to happen, and just with it being so unpredictable, trying to look through and see what we think is going to happen. And I think it's a lot of fun to do that. So that's what I'm going to do again this year for every single episode. So to get it started, of course, have to do the premiere 30 Days Without an Accident. Now, for this one, there is a lot of footage out there on the net. It's hard to narrow it down to what trailer footage is for this episode, what trailer footage is for the following episode, or even a couple episodes after that. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to try to sort of give my general thoughts on what I think is going to happen and which parts of the trailer, plus some of the sneak peeks and things like that that we've seen, are going to actually apply to this episode, not the further ones. Season 4, Episode 1, 30 Days Without an Accident. So that is the confirmed title and everything. The description I'll read in a minute. I'm going to put the links in the description to pretty much all the videos you want to see pertaining to this episode, even though I believe personally that they've mixed in footage from lots of different episodes together. For example, from the trailer, I don't think that we're going to see the group go to the big spot in the first episode. If you read the descriptions for the first 4 episodes, which I've gone over in my names and descriptions episode, if you want to watch that video talking about in more detail the names and descriptions, please feel free to go ahead. But basically, in the 4th episode, which is called Indifference, the description reads, the supply mission faces hurdles, the situations at the prison worsens. So it sounds like the group is going to be separating. In the 3rd episode from Season 4, the description says, a group leaves the prison to search for supplies. The remaining members of the group deal with recent losses. So those 2 episodes right there, I believe the parts in the trailer where Daryl and Tyrese and Bob Stuckey and Michonne leave, as well as I think Sasha was in there too at the big spot. All of those characters are going to, at least we know, probably survive the first couple episodes, and they're going to go off in search of supplies at the big spot, and they're going to run into trouble. It sounds like in the 4th episode is a scene where they get attacked in the car by all those walkers, and Daryl has to climb out, and Tyrese kind of runs out, and he's killing all the walkers around him, and the tires are spinning on walker dead bodies and all that good stuff. So I think that's going to occur in those 3rd and 4th episodes, somewhere between those 2, all of the scenes with the big spot and everything like that with them on the road. That's my thinking. I could be wrong, but that's what I think from the description. So the first episode, the description reads, Rick and the group are as close to an ideal life as possible at the prison. Will they be able to hold on to humanity in the face of a new evil? So again, with the new threat thing, I've done a lot of videos talking about it. Feel free, again, I'll put the link in the description to the video just talking about the new threat, different possibilities of what that is exactly. But it looks like from the sneak peek, which again will be in the description, so you can check that out too. It looks like the cell block being attacked, all of the walkers at the fence. We're going to be seeing those, I believe, in the first episode. So in the premiere, those events are going to occur. The 12 of their own, the loss that Herschel talks about in the trailer, losing 12 of their own, I believe will also mostly happen in the first and second episode. I think the first 2 episodes are going to be like huge, action-packed, very exciting episodes to get the season kicked off, to get the ball rolling. We know they want to amp up the zombie threat. We've seen in the trailer just how many zombies there are going to be in season 4, and we do know Greg Nicotero is directing the first episode. Yeah, if my memory serves me correctly, I'm pretty sure that was announced. I'd have to double check online, but I think it was. And of course, with him, you're going to be getting lots of great effects. He does all the zombie makeup, or at least he heads the production of all the zombie makeup and effects and everything. So I expect that we're going to be seeing, with his direction, tons of zombie kills. All those zombies at the fence. The zombies get in the cell block. The whole walkers have found their way into the cell block. Let's see. Someone attacked the cell block. And, of course, the question is, who attacked the cell block? It'll probably be the same as this new threat that they're talking about. So I mean the possibilities very quickly without going into too much detail, because I've already done that in the other video that I'll put in the description. I think it's probably the hunters at this time. I do. Why do I say that? Well, it's either that or a traitor, because somehow they had to get into the cell block. So I would think that would have to be the new threat in particular is either the hunters are starting to mess with them, which is a really cool idea, and I think that could be what's going on, or a traitor and them trying to find out who the traitor is. One of those two is what I'm thinking of how they would have gotten into the cell block. Someone either let them in, or the hunters or whoever's messing with them. It could be the governor too, as part of the hunters, or just him. Although they say it's new, and the governor's not technically new, he's been around. So someone had to let them into that block to rip apart those 12 people that we know are going to die in this episode. I'm curious to see how many deaths we're going to get to see on camera out of those 12, if we're going to get to see most of them in the first 2 episodes, or just some of them. Sounds like we're probably going to get to see somewhere around maybe 40 to 100 walker kills, which should be awesome. And it might be, these 2 might be the most action-packed episodes we've ever seen in The Walking Dead, in terms of just volume of zombies or walkers, volume of kills, all these considerations. It sounds like pretty much this is going to be the biggest we've seen so far. So that's exciting right there. In terms of timing of the episode and how I think it's going to go, to make some predictions. At the beginning, we know that 6 to 7 months have passed. So I'm expecting at the beginning them to sort of get us caught up with where the characters are at. It'll probably be a little bit slow. Maybe that scene with Daryl and Carol talking about the build-up overnight that we've seen also. And I tend to think the beginning of the episode will be a little bit slow, getting us started, getting us back in touch with our characters, and the first 6 to 7 months, and then after that, or them informing us of the 6 to 7 month time skip, sort of seeing how they're living and how great their lives are inside the prison, or whatever the case may be, and how it's changed, and then we'll start to see the oncoming, the build-up, the amount of walkers, the walkers getting into the cell block, and all these events start to unfold as the episode goes through, making at least the second half of the episode extremely exciting and extremely action-packed to get everyone's attention for the start of Season 4. So that's where I think they're going with it. Let's see. Just want to make sure. So we know 12 of their own are going to be lost. We know there's going to be tons of walker kills. It should be a lot of fun. And at least for the beginning, in terms of death predictions for who will die in the first episode, we know it's going to be 12. Who is it going to be? I think it's mostly going to be people from the Woodbury group. I think it's going to be interesting to see Rick's group try to protect these people that can't really protect themselves in a zombie apocalypse. Those people probably shouldn't really have survived as long as they did. The only reason why they did was because the governor actually did do a few good things, which was protect those that can't protect themselves as a part of Woodbury. Now, whether or not, before he lost his mind and everything, and became a team killer. But in terms of what will happen with Rick's group trying to protect them, I think that's going to be interesting to see. How are they going to try to protect these people? And obviously, we'll see in the first episode, probably a good number of them die, 12 in total. Maybe 1 character or 2 characters from Rick's group itself the immediate group. I'd like to see something like that. Lots of expendable characters I think you could do in the premiere. You could probably kill like Karen or any of these types of characters. But the death that shocks Tyrese in the trailer, I don't think it's going to happen right away in the premiere. I tend to think it's probably Sasha. A lot of people think it's Sasha too, and we know that she is in the episode when they go to the big lots or big spot they call it. So if that's the case, then we know for a fact that she will be surviving at least the beginning, unless I'm mixed up about the descriptions and the big spot is actually in the first episode, which I don't think it is. So that's pretty much everything I think is going to occur, how it's going to be. It should be a lot of excitement. Should be nice to see the characters again after the break and 6 to 7 months for them in character land, Walking Dead universe story type thing. And it should be a great premiere. I'm thinking it's going to be one of the best premieres we've had. I think the season 2 premiere was better than season 3. Even though Storm in the Prison was pretty cool, I really liked the highway scene in season 2. That was something different, something we haven't seen before. So this one here, I hope it'll be even better than the season 2 premiere. If it's not, at least somewhere close to it, and I hope it'll be better than the season 3 premiere. So anyway, there's lots of footage out there, so that's the best breakdown I can do in the amount of time that I pretty much set for myself, because I don't want the videos to go on for too long. Those are pretty much my thoughts on what I think is going to happen in the first episode, at least. We'll get us set up, and then after I do my review on Sunday night for the first one, the next day or two, I'll do the predictions for the second week's episode, and I'll follow through every week after that, all the way through The Walking Dead Season 4. Oh man, I'm excited! I am really excited. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let's do some predictions. If you got some ideas on some other footage out there, throw in the comments. Let's talk with each other about it. And in total, between all of you guys in the comments, you have a better understanding of what's going to happen than I do. So granted, someone's going to come up with something and be like, oh, I saw this here in the trailer, I saw that here in this other promo or this other sneak peek, and it looks like this is going to happen too. So we can have some fun discussing what we think is going to happen in the episode before it airs. Oh man, so exciting. And if you guys have any other video suggestions, please feel free to send them to me. Aside from that, that's all I got to say. That's my predictions video for the Walking Dead Season 4 premiere. That's what I think is going to happen. 30 days without an accident. Oh man, there's going to be some accidents. 12 in total, probably. Anyway, I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, and I'm saying peace.